It is like about 6 in the morning here. I'm trying to get this video out before my kid wakes up, and I really wanted to check in. Today just happens to also be my birthday. Not that I'm saying this, to get extra likes on the video or anything, but I really, I don't know, I'm thankful, man. It's a new year. A lot of exciting stuff's been happening. I really thought it'd be appropriate just to start off the video by saying, man, I'm really grateful to every new subscriber that's joined. I don't know where you guys are coming from. To me, 160 is a lot. I still think whenever I had 10 subscribers, that was a lot. And then when I had 30 people subscribed, I was like, dude, why are these guys subscribing to this channel? I just felt like I hadn't put out, much. And then, I guess a year later now, still just kind of consistently sharing projects on here. Here we are, it's 2025. Got some ideas, there's some more things I want to tackle. I think since I've last shown my face here, been able to do some new things. I think I was sharing with you, what the FX3 has done for me, as a sports videographer. And, since then I've been able to film a wedding. I've been able to film a quinceanera. I've moved my way into the home construction and realty space. Recently this past week I've shot basketball for the first time, shot another home. It's just, there's a lot going on. Today I kind of reflect on the blessings, and I kind of reflect on, just some things I hope to do to stay engaged with YouTube. Maybe this is where I make my pitch and just say, like, guys, I do want to put more attention on this channel. I feel like there's things that I've seen and there's experiences that I've had that I want to make sure that I have a place to share, not just because I like hearing myself talk. It really does come from a place of like, look, I'm having these experiences. It would be kind of a shame not to pass them along if they can help other people and, maybe give them, something to kind of work from. And I know there's a lot of other YouTubers doing that right now. It's probably oversaturated at this point, but if you've chosen to subscribe to this channel and you're like, hey, I want to follow along with the journey, then I kind of want to give you guys something worth following along. I think just juggling the full-time work. I'm also a part of some nonprofits. I'm also, of course, I got a family, right? So you especially if anything, no matter what you do in life, you got to prioritize your time with your family. So sometimes you got to just choose, what can you realistically do? And, but I think I'm in a rhythm going into this year where I'm scaling back some of the things I'm involved in. And I'm really hoping that will kind of give me some more time to do things like this. So, because I want to, I think that's really kind of the main point. It's like I genuinely want to do this. So, but yeah, I got some ideas. I'm sitting on a lot of gear. There's some things that I kind of want to share. Like, hey, practically, here's some things that have kind of helped me on this journey. Here's what's been good tools. I've gotten questions. I've had people hit me up on the DM. So thanks, for all you guys that found me on either Instagram or Facebook or, here on YouTube and have reached out. There's been some questions, obviously I'm in the Sony ecosystem, so there's a lot of that, maybe more kind of geared towards, my experience with Sony. People naturally want to know, hey, how's this camera body treating me? How are these lenses treating me? So, happy to answer those questions as best as I can as someone who's learning, on the go. It still blows my mind that just a few years ago, I really did not know anything. Like, I didn't know the difference between a crop sensor camera and a full frame camera. I didn't know the difference between, like your settings, the exposure triangle, things like that, rule of thirds, I didn't know jack, so, a lot of these things I've learned the hard way. And if I could spare anybody any pain, if you guys had questions and you're trying to figure out your camera, I'd love to help you. Man, there's also power in the art of editing. I'm learning a lot of that. I just recently worked on a project it was a really cool experience. I'll probably share more in another video, but I was able to work on my largest project yet, which was like a 42-minute video. That was a final project size. That was shown at a banquet, at a sports banquet, and that was really cool. It's a kind of a surreal experience when you got a project that's being, kind of played in the background, but still in the front and center for people to see. And I couldn't watch it. I think when I was there at the banquet, this was a football season highlight compilation of like coach interviews and like kind of like taking you through the season with like, I think a good pace because, if you have a 40+ minute video, obviously you don't want to put people to sleep. So it's kind of a lot of work to kind of keep it engaging and interesting throughout the way. Maybe at some point I'll be able to, share it on here. Probably take me 3 days to upload. But, there's cool enough stuff happening with me engaging under this name, Coastal Pro Media, that, I want to pass along. So, but if anything, man, I really just, I want to hear from you guys. I know I can learn a lot from you guys. I think that's another reason why I want to move towards the direction of showing you what my editing looks like, move the direction of showing you what kind of gear I'm using, because, there's other people who are obviously in the camera space and film space or photography space. And, man, y'all have a workflow that doesn't look like mine, so I think if I'm a little bit more vulnerable showing you what I'm doing now, not that I'm trying to bring misinformation or hurt people by bad education out there, but I think it kind of lets me hear from y'all that have, other ways of doing things so that I can learn, because, I kind of live in an area where there's just not too many. I live in a small rural community, and thankfully I'm next to another city that's a little bit bigger. But I have to drive maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away to Houston. I would have to drive like almost 3 hours to San Antonio, these bigger cities, an hour and a half to like Corpus. But, living in Texas and where I'm at, it's not like there's like a meetup group for a bunch of photographers and videographers around here. There are some great ones that work in this area. I'm not trying to act like that isn't the case, but, just to have the time to rub shoulders with people and learn with other people, that's just not really available to me right now and in my area. So, I know if I kind of throw myself out here online, I have people that pop up, maybe correct me or, give me their tips too. So here's to a good 2025. Here's to a good new year. Man, I hope life's treating you well. And if it isn't treating you well, and if it hasn't been too kind to you, I just encourage you to hang in there. I think there's a lot to look forward to this year, and I know staying positive and keeping a good outlook on things helps a lot. So maybe we can both do that together. And in the meantime, I don't know. Stay healthy and well. I'll see you guys soon.